The rain hit the windows of the small apartment like tiny stones. Sophia Bennett sat alone at her kitchen table in downtown Chicago, staring at the stack of unpaid-looking envelopes spread in front of her. Anyone walking past the window would have believed she was drowning in debt. That was exactly what her ex-husband wanted people to think. 3 months after their divorce, Ethan Bennett had already rewritten the entire story of their marriage. "She never worked. She depended on me for everything. She doesn't even know how to manage money. She's begging for alimony because she's broke." He repeated those lines at business dinners, golf clubs, family gatherings, and even on social media through carefully crafted posts that never mentioned Sophia directly. But everybody knew. Chicago's wealthy circles loved gossip, especially when it involved a divorce. Sophia leaned back in her chair and closed her eyes. She remembered the first time Ethan told her she was bad with money. It had happened 12 years earlier. Back then, they were newly married. She had just graduated with a finance degree from Northwestern University. Ethan had been charming, ambitious, and magnetic. He spoke like a future millionaire, and Sophia believed every word. "Why work for someone else?" he had told her one night. "We'll build something together." She smiled bitterly at the memory. Together. That word had cost her 12 years. Her phone buzzed. The screen showed the name, Maya. Sophia answered immediately. "You okay?" Maya asked. Sophia sighed. "I just got another email from Ethan's lawyer." "What now?" "He's requesting the court reduce temporary support payments because I'm financially irresponsible." Maya cursed under her breath. "That man is unbelievable." Sophia looked toward the city lights outside her apartment. "No," she whispered. "He's predictable." There was a long silence. Then Maya asked carefully, "Are you finally going to tell the court everything?" Sophia's fingers tightened around the phone. Not yet. She wasn't ready. Not until the right moment. Because Ethan believed he had already won, and arrogant people always made mistakes when they thought the game was over. Ethan Bennett looked perfect on paper, 42 years old. Founder of a successful logistics company, luxury penthouse, BMW collection, magazine interviews, charity events, thousands of followers online. To the outside world, he was the hardworking businessman who built everything from nothing. What nobody knew was that Sophia had built most of it. She just never demanded credit. During the early years of their marriage, Ethan constantly jumped between risky business ideas. Sophia was the stable one. She handled budgeting, taxes, contracts, payroll, marketing plans, investor spreadsheets, late-night negotiations, but Ethan always stood in front of the cameras. He loved attention, and Sophia hated it. At first, she didn't mind. She thought marriage meant supporting each other. Then little things started changing. Ethan slowly removed her name from meetings, then from business accounts, then from company decisions. "You don't need stress," he would say. "Focus on the house. You're better behind the scenes. You know I appreciate you." But appreciation without recognition eventually becomes control. Sophia realized that too late. One night, 4 years before the divorce, she accidentally overheard Ethan speaking to an investor at a restaurant. "My wife," Ethan laughed. "She has no idea how business works." The investor laughed too. Sophia sat frozen behind a wall nearby. She remembered feeling physically sick, not because strangers believed the lie, but because Ethan did not even hesitate while saying it. That night, she cried in the bathroom silently so he would not hear. The next morning, she opened a separate bank account. That was the beginning. Sophia Bennett was not broke, not even close. In fact, she was wealthier than Ethan realized. 6 years earlier, while Ethan obsessed over expanding his public image, Sophia quietly started an online consulting company under a private LLC. She used an old laptop, a fake office address, and a professional alias. At first, the business made only a few $100s, then a few thousand. Then corporate clients started arriving. Sophia specialized in financial restructuring for small businesses. She fixed bankrupt companies, reduced operational waste, negotiated hidden tax advantages, and helped failing businesses survive. Within 5 years, her company exploded. Quietly, privately, legally. By the time the divorce happened, her consulting firm generated nearly $3 million annually. Yet nobody knew, not Ethan. Not his lawyers, not even most of her friends. Only Maya knew the truth. "You should have exposed him years ago," Maya once said. Sophia simply replied, "People reveal themselves eventually." She believed that, and Ethan was revealing himself more every day, especially online. After the divorce filing, Ethan posted motivational videos pretending to be a victim. "One partner can destroy a marriage when they refuse to contribute," he said dramatically in one clip. Thousands of comments supported him. "She sounds lazy. You deserve better. Men always lose in divorce court." Sophia read those comments one night while drinking coffee. Then she closed the app. She never responded publicly, because real power does not rush. It waits. The courtroom battle officially began in early March. Ethan entered the courthouse like a celebrity. Expensive navy suit, luxury watch, confident smile. His lawyer, Richard Coleman, walked beside him carrying 3 thick legal folders. Reporters stood near the entrance because Ethan's company had recently appeared in a regional business magazine. Sophia arrived alone. Simple gray coat, no makeup, no designer bag. No public performance. Ethan noticed her immediately. A smirk crossed his face. "She actually showed up looking like that?" he whispered to his lawyer. Sophia heard him, but she kept walking. Inside the courtroom, Judge Eleanor Whitmore reviewed preliminary financial documents. Richard Coleman stood confidently. "Your Honor, my client has already provided generous temporary support despite Ms. Bennett's refusal to maintain stable employment." Sophia's attorney, Daniel Reeves, remained calm. "We disagree with that characterization," Richard continued aggressively. "Ms. Bennett claims financial hardship, yet she refuses multiple employment opportunities. Mr. Bennett should not be punished indefinitely." Judge Whitmore adjusted her glasses. "Ms. Bennett, are you currently employed?" Sophia looked directly at the judge. "Yes, Your Honor," Richard quickly interrupted. "Part-time freelance activity does not constitute significant income." Sophia stayed silent. Daniel placed a gentle hand on her arm. "Not yet." The prenup discussion lasted 2 hours. Ethan believed the agreement protected most of his assets. What he did not realize was that the prenup also contained clauses about financial honesty. Clauses he had violated repeatedly. Sophia knew it, Daniel knew it, but Ethan did not know they knew, and that changed everything. 3 nights before the major financial hearing, Sophia sat inside Daniel Reeves' office reviewing evidence. Stacks of documents covered the conference table: tax filings, bank statements, email chains, wire transfers. Daniel looked exhausted. "Honestly," he admitted, "I've handled ugly divorces before, but your ex-husband is reckless." Sophia opened a printed folder. Inside were screenshots of Ethan's private messages. Messages he never expected anyone to see. Months earlier, Ethan accidentally left his tablet logged into a shared cloud account. Sophia never hacked anything. The evidence legally synced itself, and what she discovered shocked even her. One message read, "If she thinks I'm giving her $1 after divorce, she's insane." Another, "She doesn't understand business anyway. I handled everything." Then came the worst one. A message sent to his business partner: "Move the revenue before court disclosures. She's too stupid to notice." Daniel stared at the screen. That message alone could destroy him. Sophia remained expressionless. "He destroyed himself." Daniel nodded slowly. Then he opened another folder. "These offshore transfers are worse." Ethan had secretly hidden company revenue across multiple accounts to reduce apparent income before divorce proceedings. Illegal. Extremely illegal. Sophia looked at the evidence carefully. For years, Ethan underestimated her intelligence. Now every lie was becoming visible, piece by piece. The main financial hearing began on a cold Thursday morning. Every seat in the courtroom was occupied. Some attendees came because of Ethan's local business reputation. Others came because public divorces fascinated people. Ethan entered confidently again. He shook hands, smiled, acted relaxed. Sophia noticed his confidence immediately. He still believed she was weak. Judge Whitmore called the hearing to order. Richard Coleman stood first. Your Honor, my client has fully complied with all financial disclosure requirements. Daniel Reeves did not react. Richard continued. Meanwhile, Ms. Bennett continues exaggerating financial dependency despite possessing no substantial career history. Some people in the courtroom nodded sympathetically. Then Daniel stood. Your Honor, he said calmly, the respondent would like to present additional evidence. Richard frowned. What evidence? Daniel handed documents to the court clerk. Certified tax records, business ownership filings, corporate revenue statements, and digital communications. Ethan's smile disappeared. Sophia watched the exact moment panic entered his eyes. Judge Whitmore flipped through the documents slowly. Then her expression changed. Ms. Bennett owns Bennett Strategic Consulting, LLC. The courtroom became quiet. Sophia answered calmly. Yes, Your Honor. Judge Whitmore reviewed more pages. T.